Your DNA is awakening, family of light. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to get notified moment by moment. Message begins right now. The Arktorians through Suzanne lie. Love is an energy field, a resonance, a frequency which functions as a carrier wave to deliver all your messages to yourself, others, and to the planet. Love is the silent language. You are all familiar with fear as a carrier wave, as well as anger as a carrier wave. For when you come into the energy of fear or anger, your body warns you by making your hair stand up on the back of our necks, adrenaline rush through your system, and you become hypervigilant to find the source of this unseen message. You feel this fear as a shout when it is activating our fight, flight response and puts us on alert of something, but you may not always sure what. On the other hand, love is a whisper, a soft cool breeze, a feeling of peace and a sense of well-being. Everything in your body alerts you to fear and prepares your biological systems for battle. But what does love prepare you for? It is understandable why you are afraid of fear. But why are so many of you afraid of love? In fact, why is your third-dimensional reality so filled with fear, while love is far too rare? The answer is survival. In your long sojourn through your third-dimensional realities, you have learned that if you did not attend to fear, your lives could be endangered. But who wants to live a life without love? Unfortunately, for some people, love is fleeting at best. However, that is often because that love is human love. Human love often experiences fear, anger, sorrow, judgment and conditions. However, just as humans can be filled with fear, so are humans filled with love. Fortunately, there is also unconditional love, which is based on one's ability to be able to give and accept the gift of love without any conditions. It is the unconditional love that is not trapped in the third-dimensional matrix of fear, anger, separation and limitation. In fact, unconditional love is a fifth-dimensional quality of reality in which fifth-dimensional, unconditional love is the strongest energy field in your third-dimensional reality, whereas human love, which can also be beautiful, resonates to the frequency of the third dimension. Unconditional love resonates to the frequency of the fifth dimension and beyond. In fact, unconditional love resonates beyond the frequency of third-dimensional, human emotions. Unconditional love is the resonance of the higher multidimensional frequencies that can adhere to any person, place, situation or thing, in any dimension in all the cosmos. Unconditional love is a gentle wind on a clear day and the breath of life for all eternity. Unconditional love is the glue that holds all life together and the healing for all creation. Most important, unconditional love is the silent language that can be shared to create calm, peace, unity and knowing. Unconditional love can heal any communication and solve any problem. However, in order to use unconditional love as a carrier wave for your daily communications with your higher self, with others, and even with your planet, you must be conscious of these carrier waves of unconditional love that you are presently receiving, and hopefully sharing with others, as well as sharing with dear Gaia. Once you become consciously aware of the resonant frequency of the thoughts and emotions that are serving as carrier waves of your communications, you will be better able to feel the energy fields that you are sending out into your reality. You will also know what you are sending out, as energy out equals energy back. In other words, the frequency of the carrier wave of every message that you put out into your reality is actually important than the message. That which hear and feel the frequency of the words and thought that flow into, as well as through, your physical body. It is the resonance and frequency of your thoughts and emotions that serve as the carrier wave for our communication. We can choose to replace the lower resonance of carrier wave, such as anger, fear, sadness or conditional love, with unconditional love. Furthermore, to allow unconditional love into our personal consciousness, we will first need to love ourselves unconditionally. Therefore, we must begin by listening to the carrier wave that we use to when we speak to ourselves. I'm the I am that I know that I am. The process of personal and planetary ascension is not for the weak of heart. The process of personal and planetary ascension is free of time and exists within the now. But within which now does this process of ascension exist? That question has a different answer for every different individual. In fact, Each individual is a puzzle piece of the cosmic puzzle of shifting frequencies of reality. It is because of this shifting frequencies of reality that many galactics have chosen to take third, fourth dimensional Earth vessels within this now. We have been protecting, guiding, and, as much as possible within this karmic plan, been assisting Gaia to return to her true fourth, fifth dimensional resonance of reality. Every planetary reality has a resonant frequency. The resonant frequency is the primary frequency to which that planet, or civilization resonates. However, when a reality is moving into the rebirth process of expanding its resonant frequency into the next octave, that reality can be very challenging. It is because these transitional realities, which include a reality which is ready to transition into a higher frequency, as well a reality which is not ready to expand it into the frequencies of reality. When a planetary being, such as Gaia, is ready to shed its 3D matrix and transmute into a higher frequency of reality, the darkness must all be revealed so that it can lovingly be transmuted into the higher frequencies. Those who volunteered to take an Earth vessel with this now, have taken an Earth vessel to better assist Gaia. However, it is vital that our volunteers to assist Earth awaken now to the memories of their higher dimensional self, and the promises that they made before they chose their current Earth vessel. Please think of your Earth vessel is the body you are currently wearing, which is comprised of third-dimensional elementals to create a physical form. Your Earth vessel also includes the higher dimensional consciousness of your fourth, fifth, and beyond expressions of your multidimensional self, the higher and higher frequencies of your consciousness, as well as the physical vessel that surrounds, encompasses and ground multidimensional consciousness into Gaia's third-dimensional, planetary body, is the key to your personal and planetary ascension into fifth-dimensional frequency of Earth. Awakened humanity is serving as the planetary ascension team who volunteered to assist Gaia with her ascension from her third, fourth frequency of reality into her innate fifth dimensional frequency of reality. All the wars, bombs, poisons, pollution and radiation of Chernobyl, as well as other areas that suffered bomb testing, great pollutions and wars, we need to be transmuted back into their higher dimensional frequencies of reality. Many of the damaged areas of Gaia, as well as the greed and selfishness that created that damage, will need to be transmuted by the ascending ones who volunteered to leave their loving, safe and inspirational fifth dimensional worlds, to take a vessel to assist Gaia, are greatly honored by their galactic family. When this reality is resonating to a higher frequency, such as the cusp of third dimension into fourth or fourth dimension into fifth dimension, there is great change within that reality. From the perspective of the fifth dimensional frequency of reality, to which you will return, your third dimensional self is much like an automobile that your human self purchased so that we can more easily travel through the third dimensional reality. Sometimes, humanity merges so deeply with their automobile, third dimensional self, that they believe it is their self. It is true that your third dimensional Earth vessel is an extension of your higher dimensional self who chose to wear an Earth vessel within this now of planetary shifting. However, you are not your Earth vessel. You are wearing your third dimensional Earth vessel so that you can interact with and assist with the transmutation of the third, fourth dimensional realities, back to their true, fifth dimensional resonance of reality. We galactics do not think of realities as places. We think of realities as frequencies. Therefore, one physical place can have many different realities on different frequency of Gaia's planet. From our perspective, we can perceive the many versions of reality as overlays, with the lowest frequency realities at the bottom of the overlay and the higher frequencies of reality in the higher frequencies of resonance. The first part of the great shift is when the inhabitants of third, fourth dimensions of human habitation begin to shift their consciousness from their innate beta and alpha wave consciousness of the third, fourth dimensions, theta wave consciousness. Since the state of one's consciousness sets the frequency of the reality that they perceive, whenever a grounded one, galactic in human clothing, shift their consciousness from the third, fourth dimensional brain waves and into the fifth dimensional gamma wave consciousness, their actual field begins to expand to encompass the fourth and fifth dimensional perspectives, with higher fourth and fifth dimensional consciousness. Humans usually are still wearing their third dimensional Earth vessel, but they are remembering how to expand their consciousness into the fourth dimensional creative reality, as well as into the constant here and now of the fifth dimension. When the fourth, fifth dimensions are one's primary frequency of habitation, they can more easily see auras, expand their instincts and creativity, as well as communicate with their own higher dimensional expressions of their multidimensional self. This shift is often a great challenge for our human grounded ones because their inner, higher dimensional self is, consistently and persistently, endeavoring to remind their physical self, who surrounds and encompassing the consciousness, to remember and fulfill the mission that they chose while they were wearing their multidimensional self. To higher self becomes forgotten in the long, and often difficult, process of wearing a third dimensional Earth vessel. We remind all of our volunteers who took an Earth vessel to assist Gaia with her planetary ascension, that you are not alone. We, the higher frequency expressions of your multi-frequency self, experience everything that you, our brave volunteers to take an Earth vessel on ascending Gaia, are experiencing. One of the primary things that we, your galactic family, are assisting you with is to maintain a consciousness that resonates to the mid-fourth dimension and into the fifth dimension. We know that most of you have busy lives, therefore, these higher states of consciousness are something that you envisage while meditating, etc. Again, we wish to remind you that we, your galactic family in the fifth dimension and beyond, are always with you. Since we resonate beyond the 3D illusion of time and space, we're able to be with you anywhere and any time at you need. We perceive your physical plane as the time, space adventure to remember your innate time, now and space, here of the fifth dimension and beyond, that we are observing from the safety and unconditional love of our fifth dimensional, and beyond, reality. One of the most difficult things for humanity to change is their beliefs. We wish to remind you that you do not need to change your beliefs, but to put them through the filter of your fifth dimensional consciousness. Since your fifth dimensional consciousness is not bound by time or space, it can soar into the here and now of the many realities that resonate to the fifth dimension and beyond. End of the message. Watch DNA Awakening previous videos for a universal understanding. New subscribers will be updated with the latest articles and informations. It's a good karma to put a like, comment, subscribe and share with your loved ones. Leave your suggestions in the field below. All the love to you, beautiful souls.